We experienced something a little bit unique in our business in the last week or so, and I wasn't sure I was even going to share the story. But I want to be transparent about how we operate our business here in Colorado so that other people can learn from our experiences. And I do think it goes to how we all want to market our business, and everyone needs to market it a little bit differently based on their skill set, their experience, and their comfort level with different types of marketing. Now, I'm a big proponent of SEO, Google Business Profile, doing YouTube videos, and that's because I've spent more than a decade in that world and it's comfortable to me. And in my opinion, it works. Some of the things that I'm less comfortable with because of where I've spent my last decade: yard signs in an area like Boulder where people are pretty pro environment and don't like things like that hanging around in their neighborhood. Door hangers for much the same reason. And door knocking because I just don't personally like going up and knocking on a stranger's door. Now, those sorts of marketing campaigns have worked really well for other home service business owners that we know who either do different businesses that are more amenable to door hanging or door knocking, or in a different part of the country where people are a little bit more okay with having a door hanger placed on their door or having a door knocked. What happened to us recently I thought was very instructive. We were at an install for one of our clients, and our installer's truck was outside, as well as our own very clearly marked van that is dressed up like a giant yellow bumblebee. And we were in there doing an install with a client. While in there, someone rang the doorbell, and the client was a little surprised. She wasn't expecting anyone. And when we went to go look through the front door, it was someone wearing a black shirt with a logo on it. And she's like, I don't even know who that is. And I actually recognized the company. It was a competitor of ours. And I said, oh, that's actually another window covering company. And she looked at me and she was sort of shocked. It's not the first time this particular company has done this. They've actually gone through and knocked on a door while our design consultant was measuring in the window. The client didn't like it. I'm not a fan of it either. I did take me some time to blow off some steam on it. But what I think it does show is that there are so many different ways to market your business. And as a business owner, you have to feel comfortable with the way that you're marketing your business. I personally would never do that to a competitor. I wouldn't look for their van and try to knock on the doors to try to interrupt and get a sale. I don't feel comfortable with that. But other people might, and it might work really well for them. I know some home services businesses who I've seen at home shows who are super aggressive in their sales techniques at those home shows. I personally don't feel comfortable doing it. It's not how I want to represent my business. So the point here being is that there's so many different ways and different avenues that you can use to market your business, but we all have to make a decision for ourselves what we feel comfortable with and how we want to brand our business. The most important thing, though, is that you have to test. You have to test every single way that you can possibly market your business and understand if it is the best ROI on your time and your money and the best way to build your brand within your community.